Have you ever stopped to wonder what your doctor really thinks when you walk into the exam room? Most people never let their mind go there. It feels uncomfortable. After all, doctors are supposed to be neutral, professional, and focused on helping you. But behind those warm smiles and polished routines, many carry quiet, unspoken beliefs about older patients. And here's the part that few people talk about. Those beliefs, whether intentional or not, can shape the care you get, the way your symptoms are heard, and even which treatments you're offered. They're rarely flattering. They're almost never said out loud. But they can make the difference between getting the care you deserve or being dismissed too quickly. That's why today, we're pulling back the curtain on 5 eye-opening truths about what doctors really think about older patients. Knowing these truths could completely change how you approach your next appointment. Stick with me until the very end, because the last one may be the one that changes everything about the way you advocate for yourself. Now, let's dive in. Truth number 1. They often assume your symptoms are just old age. One of the most common frustrations older adults face is being told, almost casually, well, that's just part of getting older. You might walk in with a complaint about fatigue, memory problems, or joint pain, and instead of investigating further, the doctor shrugs it off as a natural part of aging. But here's the danger. When doctors write off your symptoms as normal, they often miss opportunities to catch conditions early, conditions that are treatable. Shortness of breath might signal heart disease. Dizziness could be tied to a medication interaction. Memory issues might connect to thyroid problems or vitamin deficiencies. None of these should be brushed aside. I once knew an 82-year-old man named Robert. He was tired all the time, dizzy, and weak. His doctor told him to rest. It was just age catching up. But Robert pushed for more tests, and they discovered a heart valve problem. After surgery, his energy returned. He later said, "If I hadn't spoken up, I don't know how long I would have lasted." Doctors are often under pressure. They see dozens of patients a day, and sometimes the easiest explanation, aging, feels like the quickest answer. But quick isn't always right. Your body may be older, but your health concerns still deserve the same urgency and attention as anyone else's. The takeaway: never accept "it's just old age" as a final answer. Ask questions. Push for tests if something feels off. Because while aging brings changes, not every ache, pain, or cough should be dismissed. Truth number 2. Some assume older patients won't follow through on treatment. There's another silent assumption many doctors carry, that older adults can't, or won't, stick to a medical plan. They may believe it's too hard to keep track of medications, too confusing to follow detailed instructions, or simply too overwhelming to manage. This bias often means doctors water down treatment plans. They'll avoid suggesting certain therapies, skip over advanced options, or leave out important details, assuming you won't want them. While the intention may be to keep things simple, the result is that you don't get the full range of care you deserve. But here's the truth: age does not determine motivation. Many people in their 70s and 80s are incredibly disciplined, writing things down, using pill organizers, asking questions, and even researching conditions on their own. Take Carol, a 79-year-old woman diagnosed with a heart condition. Her first doctor gave her a basic plan, simple but incomplete. Carol wanted to do more. She found a second doctor who explained everything: medication combinations, diet strategies, exercise routines. With that knowledge, Carol felt empowered, and her health improved dramatically. The lesson: show your doctor you're serious. Bring a notebook, take notes, or even record the conversation if allowed. Ask for written instructions. When you demonstrate that you're engaged, it challenges the stereotype that older patients can't follow through. And in turn, your doctor is more likely to trust you with every option, not just the simplest one. Because sticking to treatment isn't about age. It's about commitment, support, and clear communication. Truth number 3. Some prioritize younger patients. This one might be the hardest to hear. In busy hospitals and clinics, when time and resources are stretched, some doctors unconsciously give more attention to younger patients. The logic: younger patients are believed to have more life ahead, and therefore more to gain from aggressive treatment. But that mindset overlooks something powerful. Quality of life matters at every age. What good is giving a 40-year-old 30 extra years if an 80-year-old is denied the chance to live pain-free, mobile, and fulfilled for the time they do have? Richard, age 82, knew this struggle. His knees were in terrible pain. His first doctor dismissed the idea of replacement surgery, too risky for your age. But Richard was strong, active, and determined. A second surgeon actually listened. He looked at Richard's overall health, not just his birth date. Richard got the surgery, recovered beautifully, and returned to daily walks he thought he'd lost forever. Here's the truth: age should never be the deciding factor in care. What matters most is your health, your goals, and your resilience. And if you ever feel you're being overlooked simply because of your age, speak up or seek another opinion. Because your life isn't measured in years, it's measured in the moments you still want to live well. Truth number 4. They may downplay your life goals. Here's another quiet bias. Some doctors assume that by the time you reach your 70s or 80s, your goals are simple: comfort, stability, survival. They forget that older adults still have passions, hobbies, and dreams. Ellen, at 81, dreamed of traveling overseas to see her granddaughter. Her doctor brushed it off, telling her to focus on staying comfortable at home. But Ellen wasn't ready to shrink her world. She found a physician who listened. Together, they built a plan: exercise, updated medications, travel prep. 6 months later, Ellen was on a plane, smiling from ear to ear. She later said, "That trip wasn't just a vacation. It was proof that my life still had adventures left." When doctors only focus on keeping you stable, they miss the chance to help you live fully. Your goals matter. Whether it's tending a garden, dancing at your grandchild's wedding, or simply walking the dog every morning, those goals deserve respect. So here's the challenge for you. Tell your doctor about your goals. Don't wait for them to ask. Let them know what you want your health to help you achieve. Because when doctors see you not just as a patient, but as a whole person with dreams, they can design care that helps you live, not just exist. Truth number 5. They often underestimate the emotional toll of aging. Most doctors are trained to focus on the physical: heart rate, blood pressure, test results. But they often underestimate how much emotional health impacts physical health, especially as we age. Loneliness, grief, anxiety, fear of losing independence, all of these can weigh heavily. And yet, they rarely make it into the medical conversation. A doctor may see sadness as just aging instead of something that needs care. But your emotions are not side issues. They directly affect your body. Poor emotional health can lead to poor sleep, weak immunity, weight loss, or slower recovery. Leonard's story shows this clearly. After losing his wife of 54 years, his health declined fast. His doctors adjusted medications but never asked how he was coping emotionally. Only when Leonard started counseling did his health improve. His body healed when his heart and spirit finally got attention too. The truth is simple: emotional health matters. If you're feeling down, lonely, or anxious, say it out loud. Don't brush it off. A good doctor will understand that healing means caring for both your body and your mind. I know these truths may be tough to hear. Some of you are nodding because you've lived them. Others might feel frustrated or even a little angry. But the goal here isn't to turn you against doctors. It's to open your eyes and remind you: your health, your dignity, and your story matter at every stage of life. Knowing these hidden truths arms you with power. It helps you ask the right questions, push back when something doesn't feel right, and demand the respect you deserve. And if you ever feel dismissed, don't settle. Get a second opinion. Keep speaking up. The best outcomes happen when doctors and patients work as a team. That means you bring your voice, your concerns, and your goals to the table. You're not a passive bystander. You're an active partner in your care. So as you move forward, carry this with you. Your life isn't defined by your age. It's defined by how you choose to live it. And you have every right to live it with health, respect, and joy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. What stood out most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this video gave you something valuable, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Your health matters. Your voice matters. And your story isn't finished yet, it's still being written.